Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you guys how to calculate fatality rate of coronavirus based on each country. So as you can see, it has today's date and the QX for each country. So let's get it started. So first you want to, from Selenium, you want to import WebDriver, import OS, import from datetime, import date, import math, from Selenium, WebDriver, Chrome options, import options. So I'm importing options in order to run the WebDriver in the background, in the backend. So options equals options, options headless equals true, and going to set driver equals to WebDriver and Chrome dot capital C Chrome and create a Chrome path equal to OS current directory plus / Chrome driver, and gonna set it equal to executable path equal to Chrome driver path. Set options equals options. Driver get. So I'm gonna go to a website where I can pull the total cases and the deaths of coronavirus. So I'm gonna copy that and go back to the Python file and paste that in. Next, I'm going to create a for loop for country in driver, and I'm gonna find by XPath. And /tr. So I'm gonna go back to the website, and then I'm gonna see the XPath for the elements I want to grab. So in this table, it lists the countries and the total cases and the total death. So if I right click inspect here, it's gonna pop up that window, and then basically, as you can see in this code, it has a tr tag and an attribute called class equal to even. And the next country has tr tag and class equal to odd. So I know that if I want to grab every single country, I want to grab a tag named tr with an attribute class equal to odd and even. I'm going to go back to the Python file, and then tr if the attribute class equals to odd or class equal to even. Yep, so that's all set, colon, and I'm going to create a list that should have the country name and the QX that I'm going to calculate. So location is, I'm going to do that by country dot, one second, find CSS selector, and then I'm going to go back to the website, inspect again, just to see what information I need to grab. So as you can see, right underneath the tr tag, there's a bunch of the td tags, right? But I know I want to grab the first one because that has the country name. So I'm gonna go back and then find by td, and then 0 equals text. So I'm grabbing the first td. Then I'm going to grab the total cases and total deaths. So in this case, I know that the second element, second TD, has a total cases, so I'm going to grab that. And then also the third element has the total deaths count of 3,165 in this case. Find by CSS selector, copy that over. I want to grab the second element, so I'm going to change that to 1, and then copy that, change that to 3, and that's going to be the depth. So that's the first step, and then I'm going to create a bunch of if statement. So in the data we are grabbing it from, so sometimes they have an empty string attached to it if the death count is 0, if the exposure is 0. So I'm just gonna set that equal to 0 in that case, and then also if it's greater than 1,000, it also has a comma. So I also want to split the string and then in order to remove the comma as well. So this is what I'm doing here. So if exposure equals empty string, then I'm gonna set 1 second, exposure equal to 0, and then else if exposure, so if it has a comma in the string, comma, then I'm gonna do exposure turn into an int, empty string join exposure, split that into. So here basically what I'm doing is I'm splitting it by commas and then joining that, removing the commas. And else, if the exposure is less than 1,000, it wouldn't have a comma, so I'll just equal to int equals exposure. So I'm going to do the same thing for depth. Zero else if has a comma, and that is going to be int empty string join that's split by comma. Else that's equals int that's. So now we're at the third step. I wanted to grab only the countries with 500 depth, more than 500 cases, and more than 10 death counts, just for credibility. So if death is greater than 10 and exposure is greater than 500, mx equals death over exposure. That's the probability of death, and qx, so that's the probability of death rate. 1 minus, and the way we show that is 1 minus exponential to negative mx. So qx is going to be the rate of people dying. I'll round that to 4 decimal places. So country info. So that's the list that we created. So I'm just gonna include the location and qx. And then we don't want to grab the empty strings. So country info, if it's true, then I'm gonna append it into a country info list. So this country info list will have lists of lists. So basically, let's say we grab a country, like if you grab Italy, it will have the location name and also the QX for Italy, and it will have another list for US with the country name and the QX. So I'm just gonna assign that above. And then I'm gonna sort that into highest to lowest based on QX. So sort keys using lambda. I'm gonna grab the QX to sort. Reverse is true, so we'll go from biggest to smallest. So I'm gonna print it now. So we're at the final stage. Blank string, today's date, format, date is today. Do another print empty string here, and then I'm gonna create a for loop element in country info list. And I'm just gonna grab first 10 countries with the highest mortality rate. So print elements. So I'm gonna run that. Let's see. So yeah, so it successfully had today's date and the QX for each country. So instead of going to the website every single time, you can basically run this Python code to check how the QX rate changed from day to day. And for my case, I only included the QX, but you can also include the exposures or depth, or you can also do another calculations if you want to. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll be back with the next one. Thanks.